What's up, everybody? It's Luca Brasi. For the fitness snippet today, okay, I want to touch briefly on heart rate, okay? And the reason why I'm doing this, I thought of it this morning. I was training someone this morning, and we were talking about heart rate, and I was trying to check his pulse and everything, and explaining to him, max heart rate, target heart rate, and whatever, okay? Now, the max heart rate, okay, I'm just going to, basically, this is what it's going to be about, okay? The max heart rate, okay, the easiest way to calculate, okay, there's a slightly more complicated formula, but I'm not going to give you guys that one, okay? The one I'm going to give you, okay, is the number 220 and subtract your age, okay? And that's your max heart rate, okay? Which means, for example, the guy I was training today was, I think, 35. So you subtract 35 from 220, and what is that? 200, 185, okay? So that gives you 185, which means his max heart rate would be 185, which means you don't want to exceed that heart rate, okay? Now, that doesn't mean that you want to train at that heart rate, okay? It depends on what your goal is, and that goes into target heart rate, which is the zones, okay, which I may have covered on this channel before. I honestly can't remember. Anyway, I'm not going to get into all that. I just want to touch on the max heart rate, okay, which, again, simplest formula to calculate it is 220 minus your age, okay? That's your max heart rate, which means you would never want to exceed whatever that number is, okay? So again, 220 minus your age, okay? Like I said, there's a more complicated formula, okay? There's a little bit more to it, which isn't that bad, but that's the easiest one, so that's the one I'm giving you guys just to keep it simple, okay? So just, again, keep that in mind, 220 minus your age, that's the max heart rate. Do not exceed that number, and depending on what your goal is, that's when you want to look at which zone you want to be in, zone 1, 2, or 3, okay? And we can cover that another time. But that's it for today, guys. I will see you all next week. This is Luca Brasi signing out. Peace and pow.